Here I am inside of Premiere, and I'm combining video and motion graphics. That's what this is about. So I'm going to turn off right here. If you want to isolate areas, like I find Ronald McDonald character presented by Nathan, a little distracting right now if I'm editing my video. So if you're finding that's the case, you can turn the eyeball off on these programs. So I want just a little clip of this longer video here. So I go to my razor blade, and this is where I can slice things. So the razor blade's the symbol for slicing. I want to slice video. That's what you do. So let's say I get my scrubber where I want. Let's say if I want that part right there, it's looking pretty cool. Gonna go to the slice away. Boom, and I don't want that front part, I just hit delete, and then it's gone. I'm gonna stop the clip there, go to my razor blade, click that. There you go. Now I've got the clip isolated. Grab my selection tool, move that over there. And I can go and I can continue that goodness. I'm gonna scale out here, find another section, go to my razor blade, slice there, hit V for my selection tool, select that, delete, done. And I'm gonna stop that there. Go to the razor blade, the C tool, the C is a shortcut for that. Then the V is the shortcut for the selection, delete. And there you go, your video editing in like 30 seconds. If you want to move that together, remember, you can select this area here, right click, ripple, delete. Now I've got my clips selected, yay. I'm gonna zoom in here on the McDonald's character that I've isolated. Select it, turn the eyeball back on. The way that I got him without a background is in Photoshop. I saved it as a PNG file. I'm going to show you how to do that really quickly. So to isolate a graphic, to have an invisible background, you can do one of two things. So let me open up Photoshop right here. Here's the dude. I want to get rid of the background. So I'm going to make a copy of that. I'm just going to go up in here into select subject. Remember this? Selects the subject, copy and paste that into its own layer. The background's gone. I'm going to delete those layers. In the video, it's a little sloppy because I forgot this area here. It's still there, that white area. If I want to get rid of that, I would just go here to the magic wand, click that area there. I would just go edit and I would cut that. Control or Command X. Done. I've got all this excess around the character. Let's hit C for crop and then crop that. Move that in so I don't have the excess. Right click. Crop. Now I want to keep the transparent background for when I bring it into Premiere. I'm going to go File. I'm going to go Save As. Do not save it as a JPEG. That will be a white background. You want to either save it as a PNG or Photoshop file. I have, in this case, saved it as a PNG. And I hit Save, and then I'm done. Back into Premiere. There's the guy. I just imported the PNG character in here, and now I can go and combine motion graphics with video if I want. So if you remember the lesson from yesterday, all up into here, once I have this thing selected here, in my effect controls, I can scale this dude, I can spin him, and do all sorts of fun things. Very basic motion, but you can do a lot with it. Just be creative. You know, I'm not going to make his arms move or anything like that, but I could have a lot of fun with this stuff. So let me show you the fun. All right, I'm going to drag this. I'm going to extend this character to the very end here. So I have him over the entire clip. I am now going to show you a little bit more about keyframing. So the first thing I'm going to do is grab the character, move him where I want. I can even on here scale him as big as I want. So I can have him floating in the corner if I wanted to. I'm going to initiate all my keyframes here. I'm going to click the stopwatches. They're the diamonds or the keyframes. Started. Drag this over here. Let's scale them up. Let's move them over. I like using these rather than moving it, but you can click on this. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, which is why I probably default to using this all the time. Move them over here into the corner. And now I've got my video and I've got my motion, my graphic motion happening, all from keyframing them. If you want your motion slower or faster, you drag the keyframes around like this. Faster means they're closer together, right? So watch how fast he's going to go now. Boom, that was really fast. I wanted him to go slower. I drag him further apart. Now it's going to go really slow. That is the basics of your keyframing. The other tip, watch this. When it comes to the end, it's going to go kerplunk. I call it kerplunk. Bam, it's just a sharp boom, stop. If I want this to come in and kind of ease in, I right click on these keyframes. I go down here into temporal interpolation, and I put a Bezier instead of a linear stop on it, or I can ease in. Just remember, if you click Bezier, changes the nature of these, and it's a smoother transition into ending your keyframe. That's all you need to know. So if you don't want a hard stop, you want a smoother stop, you right click on the keyframe, you go down into here, you put a Bezier or ease in at the end. Likewise, if you want an ease out at the start, so you're easing out from the beginning keyframes here, you right click, temporal interpolation, and you ease out, or throw Bezier. Either or will work kind of the same. And now you get a smoother action. And it smooths in. There you go. So let's say if I'm coming here and I want him to start spinning there. Here's where, so I've enabled the keyframe rotation. I don't want him starting to rotate at the beginning. I want him starting to rotate here, let's say. Move that over here, and then let's just give him a rotation. And there you go. Now you've combined video with motion graphic. That's how that's done.